So this question says 2 different teams consisting of 10 members each ran in a race. All right, so that means we have a total of 20 members total and 10 each team. They all ran a race. Okay, the next sentence says each member's completion time of the race was recorded. Right, so we should have 20 recordings, 10 recordings per team. The next sentence says the mean of the completion times for each team was calculated and is shown below. Again, mean means that we took all the completion times, all 10 from, looks like team A, and then divided by 10 in order to get 3.41 minutes, and then all 10 times for the team members from team B, divided that number by 10 and got 3.79. The question goes on to say, which of the following must be true? All right, so let's check these out. So option 1, every member of team A completed the race in less time than any member of team B. There's really no way for us to know that that would be true. Like, to say that that must be true would have a very high bar of burden of proof. The information we're given does not tell us or would not prove that every single member of team A completed the race in less time than any member of team B, right? Like, there could have been a few members of team A that took longer than maybe some of the faster members of team B, even though the average ends up being overall less for team A. So for that reason, I don't think there's anything about option 1 that can be proven to, again, must be true. So choice 2, the median time it took the members of team B to complete the race is greater than the median time it took the members of team A to complete the race. So median just means the middle value, right? So if you have 10 racers, it's the racer right in the middle. There's 10 is the even number of numbers, obviously. So we're talking about the racers that have the 5th and 6th fastest times in both of those teams, and we take the average of that. That's how you find the median of an even number of data points. You take the average of the 2 middle numbers. So to say that the median for team B is greater than the median for team A, and to say that that must be true, again, that has nothing to do with the average, right? The median value has absolutely nothing to do with the average value from the 10 members. So again, that's why I would say that 2 also cannot be correct. So choice 3, there is at least one, and let me just go back up. So 2 could be correct, but for us to say that it must be true, that's the burden of proof that we haven't been able to cross. Just like choice 1. Choice 1 could be correct. It could be true that every team member from team A completed the race in less time than any team member from team B. That could be true, but there's nothing about that statement that says it must be true. So choice 3, there is at least one member of team B who took more time to complete the race than some member of team A. Now that has to be true, right? The only possible way that team B's average is greater than team A's average is that there has to at least be one. There could be more, but in terms of must be, there has to be at least one team member whose time was greater than a team member from team A. Like, otherwise, there's no possible way that you get an average that is greater for team B. So answer 3, or choice 3, is the only option here that must be true, and that's why choice A is correct.